Okay, taking a look at the Nerf Mega Bulldog. I have been watching this bounce around on clearance, going from 20 something down to 11 something on Walmart.com's website, and got back down to $11, and I decided I would check it out. So let's go ahead and get into the packaging here and take a look at this Mega Nerf dart gun. Alright, so what you get is the blaster, 6 AccuStrike Mega Darts, a dart holder, and a sight. My understanding is that when you fold the grip out, it deploys the stock, and then it puts this sight in an upright position, which I believe is a one-time installed kind of ordeal. And trying to decide if it's something that I want to... Yeah, I kind of like it. I was considering leaving this off so that it would be one less thing in the way. I kind of like the way that that's going to look. So I'm going to go ahead and install this like that. So that folds down and deploys up. And then some dart storage. Looks like that would click right in there. And it's nice that they give you a side saddle for storing extra darts, but I just think that if you're storing a dart on the side like this, there's too much of the dart left exposed. I would think that you're gonna beat up those darts hanging off the side of your blaster. For now, I'm not putting it on there. I think that I like the trim look and feel of the blaster, slim like this without the holder on the side. Alright, so the deploying of this, really simple. You take the handle, move it forward, and that engages the sight and deploys the stock. And then if you want to collapse everything, you press on this button, and again, holding the vertical grip, you tuck that into the tucked position, and it makes for a really nice small package. And I think that it looks cool this way, and it looks cool this way. Alright, so first impressions. I really like the way that this fits in hand. This was larger than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be probably a third smaller than it is. And I actually kind of like the way that this is. It's a small primary. I was expecting it to be more of a sidearm only. So, alright, well, let's see what kind of distance and accuracy it has upstairs in the living room range. Alright, so here we are in the living room range. It is approximately 30 feet from the blaster and the camera to that window there. I'm going to be trying to hit about halfway up the window, directly in the center. That's my objective. I'm going to see if I can get this blaster to shoot consistently and see if the dart can travel pretty flat without having to give it much of an arc to get it to span that 30 feet. So it's not bad. Might have been a little off to the side. That was a little low, but the same side there. Oh, and that one was low. So let me load up the next 3 darts. It's nice that they include a second loadout of darts. This takes 3 darts. They include 6 with the purchase, so it's kind of nice. little to the left, but pretty close. That was a little weak. So it seems like maybe the lower we get, the first, second, and third, by the time we get to the second and third, maybe we're struggling to get all that air into those barrels. Alright, let's gather up those 6 darts. Alright, so they do have a nice snug fit into the barrel. Let's see if we can improve on this accuracy here. That was pretty good. That was perfect. And again, that experience of the third barrel. Let's just go ahead and put one in the bottom barrel. Load it up and see if we have 3 in a row from that third shoot low. Yeah, that is definitely the case. Let's try loading up just this top barrel, nothing in the other 2 barrels, and see what kind of range and distance and accuracy we get here. So that shot really hard. Yeah. Okay, let's gather those darts again. Alright, so I know that this is not what it was designed to do, as far as it's got 3 barrels. So you would presume that you can load up all 3 barrels and expect similar and good performance from all 3 barrels. But I would not be opposed to loading it one at a time and getting that good distance and accuracy from it. I would be really pleased if we could get the same consistency out of it. Those AccuStrike darts fly really straight and true. Well, that was a little low, but that's the first low one we've had out of the top barrel. It's really doing quite well at 30 feet. Let's collapse it and see, is there any difference in performance shooting it with everything collapsed down? I don't really notice anything. It sure seems to hit as hard either way. So if you want to deploy it this way, you can shoot it that way, and if you want to shoot it this way, I would say that either way it's giving you the same performance out of this top barrel as you are deployed or stowed away and collapsed. Alright, let's take this out to the outside range and see how it does at 40 feet. Alright, so the outdoor range, I'm going to be shooting as usual at the slide. I'm going to try and hit the center of the slide, halfway up the slide. For the first round of shooting, I am going to use all 3 barrels and see what kind of range I can get from all 3 barrels. That was a really good shot. Well, it shot well. I'm not going to say that I shot it well. The blaster performed well. It was pretty okay. It was a little lower. And then, I don't know if you could see that. It was drastic. I mean, it came probably 3 or 4 feet short of the barrel and kind of skipped its way to the end here. Let me get the blaster out of the way so you can see where it's shooting. So that's a significant drop off there. Let me put another one here. Perfect. That was perfection right there. So, like I said, if you're willing to use it as a single shot blaster and just load the top, boy, you get some really reliable, consistent shooting. So that's pretty good. Let's load it up and see how it goes from here. Alright, so let's go ahead and collapse it here. See how it does collapsed. It just shoots really well from that top barrel, and I am very okay with just using it as a single shot, loading it up one each time. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there's some little heads popping out over there. Let's see if I can get one of them. It's like whack-a-mole here. Alright, so this is really asking a lot from this blaster here, but I am going to see how close out of my 6 shots from the top barrel can I get to that little play telescope up in the top of the... I'll zoom in on there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to aim for. I'm going to see how close can I get to it. That was a little lower than I was expecting it to go. Let's try that again. This is probably adding another 5 feet onto it and asking it to go higher. Alright, so we're going to have to arc it, I think, if we're going to make this shot. Oh, that was spectacular. Gave it a little bit of an arc, and I smoked that tiny little thing at 45 feet. It's about the size of a pop can facing us. The small end of a pop can, not like standing up. So that's pretty satisfying to be able to ask a blaster like this to do 45 feet and hit the radius of a pop can at elevation too. It's not even just straight on flat at you. You got to aim up and then arc it. I'm really happy with the way that this blaster can shoot. That was a warning shot. Alright, well, let's take it back in the shop and close out this video. Alright, so in conclusion, I am super pleased with this purchase. $11 was a steal. I think that for a $25 blaster, having the gimmick of being able to stow this away in a nice compact package and then add that shoulder stock length, deploy the sight, and have a vertical grip, I could take it or leave it. I kind of I'm indifferent. I think that it's not super tight, but it doesn't bother me like I would have expected that would have. I think that if I were to buy a second one of these, and honestly I might leave the sight off because I feel like maybe it does more obstructing your view than anything. But I think this is a really nice blaster, and if you're willing to ignore the bottom two barrels and use it as a single shot blaster, boy, it's got some good accuracy and some good reach to it. So I am really happy with this purchase, and boy, I don't know that I could ask more from an $11 Nerf Mega dart gun. So the Nerf Bulldog, 2 thumbs up from the secondhand toy dealer. Thanks for checking out my videos.
Is it on still?
All right, I want to see if you can hit me. Okay. Whoa! About took my head off.
Okay, got my 3 shots.
Ah! That was a headshot. That so you get some of this fancy stuff with the magazine fed. The vertical grip here, it's got a little bit of wiggle to it. That for a Nerf gun I paid $11 for, I'm super happy with this. Gosh, it sounds like they're tearing the house apart. Gosh. Thanks for checking out my videos.